The official Twitter handle of the Congress party has been locked, is what the party announced on Instagram amid a growing controversy over the social media platform's action against Rahul Gandhi and hundreds of other Congress leaders who have had their accounts locked after they shared photographs showing Rahul Gandhi interacting with the family of the 9-year-old Dalit girl who was allegedly raped and killed in Delhi last week. Action against handles belonging to the Congress, Mr. Rahul Gandhi and party leaders was triggered by a notice from the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, which directed Twitter to delete Mr. Gandhi's post for violating a minor's privacy. The locked handles have provoked a furious backlash from the Congress, with one of its leaders accusing the government of intimidating Twitter to act against the opposition party. Twitter, on its part, has said that Twitter rules enforced judiciously and impartially for everyone on our service. Proactive action on several hundred tweets that posted an image that violated our rules. Well, let's go across to Sunil Prabhu and Rubina for more. And first, let's go across to Rubina. Rubina, just take us through this official reaction from Twitter, and then Sunil will ask you about, the reaction from the Congress. But first, you, Rubina.
Thank you, Gagi. Following the block on the Twitter accounts of prominent Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, for sharing the identity of the parents of a juvenile victim, the social media platform has now locked the Indian National Congress Party's official account. Now, the Indian National Congress has since switched to Instagram, where it posted a screenshot showing that the account was blocked for a policy violation. INC claims that the block was due to government intervention. The block on the INC handle on Twitter restricts the account from posting information. However, unlike an account suspension, previous tweets remain visible. In response, Twitter has issued a statement saying that Twitter rules are enforced judicially and impartially for everyone on our service. We have taken proactive action on several hundred tweets that posted an image that violated our rules, and may continue to do so in line with a range of enforcement options. It is believed that NCPCR, the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights, filed a report against Rahul Gandhi's tweet for revealing personal and private information without authorization. Now, Twitter's policy states that a first-time violation of the private information policy would require you to remove the content, and posting rights will be temporarily revoked. Repeat infractions, however, would lead to a suspension. Gargi.
All right, so Sunil, that is Twitter's explanation. However, the Congress is furious over this locking of so many accounts, because you can see their accounts. However, they can't post anything. Shashi Tharoor tweeted that automatically locking accounts is an extreme step that stifles the freedom of expression.
Well, I wish you could also play what Shashi Tharoor told us, and he says he's been taking it up with Twitter. This is, as they pointed out, an infringement on the right and freedom of speech for individuals, and they are quite upset about it. They have been actively pursuing the matter with Twitter to try to get it resolved, because as you're well aware, there's a history behind this entire what we are seeing, targeting of the Congress's accounts, as the Congress alleges, because Twitter has been in the forefront of trying to restrain and ensure that those new IT rules that have come up are an infringement on what is happening in terms of Twitter's policy and how they go about the entire process. And having said that, the Congress is still, through Mr. Shashi Tharoor, still actively engaging with Twitter to find an early resolution, but they definitely see this as a new tactic by the government to try to constrain the opposition, and in particular, as we have seen in the last few hours and in the last few days, targeting select individuals, not only the Indian National Congress, but also people like Mr. Rahul Gandhi and thousands of other accounts, those who have tweeted in the last few days in solidarity with that unfortunate scene that we saw of a Dalit girl being raped, and Rahul Gandhi condoling with that family when he went to column them in Delhi.